So it's day one of my Welsh lighthouse tour. I'm going to spend the next 6 weeks touring around Wales and visiting various lighthouses. There's quite a lot. I think I'll be visiting about 10 in total, and the idea is that I'm going to tie up a gig near to that lighthouse. So I live in Anglesey. I'm on my way from the northwest of England over to Anglesey, so I'm going to visit my first lighthouse today, and it's the Point of Ayr Lighthouse, better known as Talacre Lighthouse. So it's in North Wales. I just thought it would be a good one to start with, and I'm going to show it you. Well, not take you around it, but I'm going to show you the outside. It's quite an interesting lighthouse. It's only quite small, but it's an interesting lighthouse. So yeah, please follow my journey. From here, I'm going to Anglesey. I'll be there for 3 weeks. There is actually 7 lighthouses off the Anglesey coast. I'll be probably visiting about 3 or 4 of them. And then from there, at the end of July, I go down to South Wales and visit 5 lighthouses down there. So yeah, join my tour around the lighthouses. Arrived, and it says that you can walk to the lighthouse when the tide is out, so I've timed it that the tide is nearly out, so it just gives me a bit of time. I don't know how far I'm going to have to walk, but it's a really lovely sort of country park that I'm walking through to get to the beach, so we'll see what we can find. So I've got to it, so I'm going to get closer, but it's only small and it just sits on the beach, but basically it's on the mouth of the River Dee, which was one of the main shipping routes into England. So that was the River Dee. Further down there you've got Flint, it's where my ancestors are from. Now this, originally the lighthouse, which is not this one, was built in 1776 and it remained active for 100 years. Possibly the closest I'm going to get to any lighthouse. So the original lighthouse was replaced in 1844, and then a year after, the lighthouse keeper was accused of ignoring gunshots and flares, and a ship was wrecked just very close to here because of his negligence. However, they saved the men, and in the end they were given awards for that. The 1844 lighthouse has long disappeared. It was replaced in 1883 with a new lighthouse, but it didn't last long because they perceived that this was too far inland to be of any use to warning ships, so it is no longer in use. Obviously it's not, and many claim that it's haunted. I'm surprised they haven't tried to make accommodation out of it actually, but I don't think they have, but it looks intriguing. So my first gig is this coming Saturday in Anglesey. It's at Rosnaiga, and then the following next week I will try and visit the nearest lighthouse to Rosnaiga, which is arguably South Stack, but that's me finished from Talacre Lighthouse.